What is OpenTelemetry? Here's an app. Click a button, and now we wait. It's not dramatic, about 700 milliseconds, and then it works. So what was that? There's no way to know. The app runs, it finishes, and everything in between is a black box. OpenTelemetry is how you open that box. It's just a standard, one agreed way for your code to write down what it's doing so any tool can read it, and your app writes 3 kinds of notes. The first one you already know, logs. Something happens, you write it down. User created, email sent. A log answers one question, did it happen? The second, metrics, numbers over time. How many requests, how slow, how often they fail. One log line says a thing happened. A metric tells you it's been happening all day. Metrics answer, is it getting worse? And the third is the one most devs have never touched. Traces. One click doesn't stay in one place. It hits login, then payments, then email. A trace follows it and times every step. Lay those steps on a timeline and a trace answers the best question of all. Where did the time go? So how does it work? You add the OpenTelemetry SDK to each service and it starts emitting all 3 in one shared format to one place, the collector. The collector stores nothing. Think of it as a mailroom. Things come in, get sorted, and go out to whatever tool you actually use. One more trick. Every request gets an ID the moment it's born, carried in an HTTP header called traceparent. That's how 20 steps across 3 services still count as one click. Now put it together. Everything carries that ID, so you can take one slow request and pull its entire story. The trace with every step timed, every log line it touched from every service in order, the metrics around it, one ID, the whole picture. Now, why a standard? Because before this, every monitoring vendor shipped its own agent. Its code went straight into yours in a format only that vendor could read. Switching tools meant ripping it all out and starting over. With OpenTelemetry, there's still code in your app, but it's one SDK and it speaks the standard. You set it up once. The only vendor thing left is an endpoint in a config file. Any tool that speaks the standard can show your data, and they all speak it now. If a better one ships next year, you change that one endpoint and keep all your code. That's what vendor neutral means. Does that actually work? Here's a real trace from a demo app that I measured. That little wait from the start? 24 steps inside it. Every function call timed. Now filter out the fast ones. One call to an email server. The app just stood there, waiting for it. 92% of the entire request, and that's what was inside the black box. One catch, recording every request gets expensive, so the standard practice is keeping a sample and dropping the rest. That's fine for spotting patterns, just don't expect every single click to be in there. So that's OpenTelemetry. Your app writes down what it's doing, traces, logs, metrics in one format any tool can read. Set it up once, and the next time a click drags, you'll know exactly where the time went. No more black box. Please like and subscribe for more content.